Hello, this is Scott. Welcome to my channel, This Traveling. Today we're going to talk a ridgeline. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the stick. Now my trees, first warning, we're in a public park. I'm not in the woods for this. There's people walking around and making noises, and we have traffic near me too, so no big deal. As you can also see, I got a purse off. There's a one stick one on there. There's two ways of tying one. I'll show you those two ways. There's the bowling. That's normally what I use, or you can use the overhand loop. I already have a video about the bowling, so I'm not going to go too much into it. Just to show it to you. So the first thing you're going to want to do, let me see if I can drag you in closer. When you're setting up a ridge line, when it comes to ridge lines and tarps, normally you want it about, unless you're floating it for a hammock. Hammock, you can set that thing upside you want with the tarp. I don't care. Or you can, if you're floating it don't matter. But if you want close to the ground, A-frame and whatnot, then you probably want waist level. A poncho, a rain poncho, you probably, if you got one of those military rain ponchos, want it about to your knee. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this and just do this. And I'll stay this like that. Go ahead and take that down there. Now you can hank it. And I've done this before too, where you just hank it with these down here. For me, it's just easier to have them up here. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how to take to that next tree over there. Which, like I said, that tree's too far apart. Usually I have 25 to 30 feet worth of paracord for this. All right, up here like this. For demonstration purposes, we're going to make it this high. What I'll do is I'll take this, and you can run all your paracord through there if you like it, but it takes longer to this, put it all the way back through. So we'll do that, we'll put a stick through. And trying to keep that in there like that. There's that stick. And be a tent stake, it don't even matter. Just like that. And when you're ready to go, you just take it out. And find a smoother stick than I've got. Just take it out, and it's that easy. You don't have to run your paracord. The reason I'm trapped here is I got my haversack here. There we go. Normally it would just fall off, but I have my haversack hanging here. So we'll do it again. And my line is coming undone, no big deal. Normally you can leave it hanging. Stick the stick back through there, like so. And have it up against the tree. I might pick this up. Oh, okay. I came out a little bit, but I'm still able to do this. I'm going to turn it more this way. And this is basically just how you walk with it. Now I'm going to pause you guys. I'm going to join some line on top of this, and I just want to get it down there. And like I said, folks, we are in a public park and not the woods, so excuse the traffic noise you see. So I'll show you trucker's hitch. Now normally, and I had this problem a minute ago. In fact, I'm redoing the deal because I had this problem. Normally when I do the trucker's hitch, I get that loop. I put this part of the line through twice. That's how I do it. Let me get you a little bit more over here. There we go. But I put it through that loop twice. Guess what didn't happen? It didn't lock on itself like it was supposed to. I did it twice and it wouldn't do it. But I was able to grip it and do the slippery half inch. So here we go. We're going to take my hand. Well, that's the slack out first. I'm going to take my hand and put it upside down like this. The best way I know how to do it. In fact, that was the easiest way I know how to do it. Now, we're making that loop right here. We're going to stick it on the line. We're going to pull towards this tree. Not that way, that's where the bowling is. You don't want to go that way, otherwise we won't do it. You also don't want to pull so tight that this comes out. I'm going to try to drag you in and stay closer. Try to. I got to be able to see me while I'm doing this too. And excuse the ride. Gonna put you guys on pause. Alright. Well, let's get you over here first. There we go. You see how I got that loop? That loop. Now I have bank on it. I find it don't come out so easy, but you should be able to take it and just like that. Works better with paracord, you want my opinion. So let's do this. And you're wondering what knot I'm using for the 2 lines. I don't know a certain knot for that. I've seen it, but I still don't know how to do it. It's just an overhand knot with the bowline. I got the bowline on this and the overhand knot on my paracord because it's just easier to undo. So once again, try to get this up for you guys to see it. Take it. Do your hand like that. I don't have to do that no more because I've had enough practice, but the easiest way to show you is take your hand like this. Then you're so slack, you don't want it so tight that you can't do this. And then we're going to take it, whoops, through that loop if I can keep you on my phone, and we're going to pull that way. See that? That's how you do that. Now we're going to take it. We're just going to put it through there. All we're going to do, and I'll take you with me, is pull. Now, a minute ago, we're going to try this once. I should be able to fit this through here again, and it locks on itself. We'll try it. Ain't no promises. If not, we'll do the original. I'm not sure that if this works, the original way of doing this. And see, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing here, so we're not going to do it like that. So there's another way of doing the trucker's hitch. That's supposed to be locking the trucker's hitch, it ain't locking. Put the line back through here, pull. Get you guys on here. I'm going to pull tight because I am using extra line here. You can tighten it as much as you want. All I'm going to do is grip this right here, just like, whoop. See, that's the reason I like to lock in trucker's hitch. My grip ain't the best. I got sore fingers and everything. Grip that tightly. Take that like that loop. Take your line. Just like this, don't pull it all the way through. And then, they say fast and hard, but I'm just going to do slow and hard. And just like that, that's how you do that. I'll show that part to you one more time. Just now you can just take it, and that'll undo that. Alright. So again, like that. Get as tight as you want it. We're going to do kind of tight. I did lose a little. We're going to get as tight as I can, in case I do lose some. And we're going to try to grip this. Like that. So sliding a little. I do have it tight enough that I'm not too much worried about it. Take this, like this. And then close and tight that slippery hitch. There we go. All that is a slippery half hitch. Pull on that, gets undone. I've seen people wrap their cord and put it in here. I don't do that because every time I try to do it, I lose it. So let me get you over here. I'll get back with you guys. Alright, so here's the deal. I can move it like this. I can move it like that. If I tighten it just a little, I'm going to have to do because it's kind of loose. As you can see, I didn't really get this tight. It slid though when I was trying to grip it, which is what I like about the locking trucker's hitch. It wasn't working. Now I can do that. Now we got to put another one on there. If you're using a tarp, that's what you're going to want. You're going to want our proof stick loop. Let me slide that out of the way. Now we got one. You probably don't want your end threaded like that, but that's all right. We're going to work with it. Two ways to do this. If you just want to make it really simple, you can do a overhand like this. Wrap around your finger. Take your finger out of there. Get you on my phone. And you just stick it through the hole. and then you just tighten it just like that, and that makes the overhand loop right there, which you can do a pursic with it. That's the easy way. I used to do it like this till I learned this knot. So I'm going to take this, just like this. What I'm doing is either called the fisherman's knot or the necklace knot for those that make necklaces. You probably do this too. We're going to wrap this around like that. We're going to take it and do an overhand knot. Get you back on the phone here. There's that one. We're going to take this one, and as you saw, it was kind of short, so I just went ahead and did that. That's fine like that. We're going to take it, put it back on this side so it's the same side, I think. Wrap it around there, overhand knot. And I kind of leave myself enough tail so nothing slides, just like that. Find the part that I'm supposed to pull on here. And there we go. That is actually too much. Hold on a minute, guys. It's because I'm making a video. Normally I can do this without no problems. There we go. Around that line. You let go of that part. We're going for the overhand knot. I leave myself plenty of tail here. Try to keep my arms up there where you can see. There we go. Now you see how these are apart? There we go, just like that. Now when we put it on there, we want to try to keep the knots to the side. Try to. I've had it actually go up there in the way, but we're going to try to keep it to the side. Do this. Put it through there like that. So you can see my knot's not staying where I want it to. Hold on a minute. Not sure what's going on. Sometimes I have that problem. Maybe I should start from that side. There we go. We're going to do it like this. And we're going to stick it through here. There's the first one. We're going to wrap back around the second time. That's called the lark's head knot when you got the second time around. As you can see. I'm going to pull this back out just like that. Go through a second time. Now that's considered a pursic. When I do this, I'm going to try to keep these lined up as best as I can. Right now they're crossing each other. You don't want them crossing each other. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. And just get it to where I want it. There we go. And now, for the third time around, that's normally how I do it. Try to keep everything from crossing right over here. When you do a pursuit, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll drag you up closer. Right now I got things crossed up here. There we go. All right. And that's your pursic. I did manage to keep that to the side. It went a little bit up there. It's not that big of a deal. In fact, it's one to there. And now I should just be able to do that. When you have your tarp, you take a toggle. You stick that to that eyelid, where you want to call it. And you should have a toggle through there, and then you tighten it as much as you want. Not so much you're tearing your tarp up tight enough to get it tight. I'll show you that in my rain poncho. But that's how you do that. I'll show it to you again. And now I'll show you what I'm talking about this part and keep them crossed up. So just take it off there, you just kind of just like that. One more time. We're going to try something. I was having some problems there. Like that. Whoops. Sometimes I have to think about this. Alright, that's the lark's head, just like I said. I don't know if you guys see it from back there, but there's a locking bar kind of right there. And when you have it like that, you'll see I have 2 of these. When you do 3 wraps, you have 6 of these. You want to keep them from crossing over. You pull that out. Just like that. The knot's kind of getting in the way. It's alright. We'll work with it. And now I got 2 wraps. And once again, I'll line these up. Cross them over, didn't normally do when I first start this. And there we go. Alright, once again, pull that locking bar out. My knot is completely another in the way, it didn't stay to the side. There we go. And then I'll take it. We're going to try something, see if I can make this easier. Something that I saw here recently. That did not make that easier. All right. Having some technical difficulties. Sometimes this happens when you're making a video. Normally I would be able to do this without too much problems. I don't know if it's nerves or what. Right now we got the lark's head. That knot's completely in the way. It should stay to the side. It's not. Alright, now we just took completely off there. Hold on. Yeah, this guy just saw me do this. Like that. Like this. That knot's in my way. Come on. Thank you. We'll mess with these here in a minute. I just want to get this wrapped around there. And I should do the wrap again. Alright. And those didn't cross up, so that's good. Let me make sure. And like I said, you don't, just like that. If you grab from up there, let me twist this right on here like it's supposed to be. Locking bar facing me. But you can do this. I'll drag you in this a little bit closer here. Alright. You see those? You want those perfectly lined up. When I first did this, I didn't think you had to until I tried to do this number with it and it moved. Now if you don't really have it tight, it can still move. It seems to be tight enough so it don't matter. And forget the sheriff's chasing somebody. Or he's going that way anyways. We're in a public park, not the woods for this. There we go. And that's how that works. Now I'm going to show you how to hank it. You'll see what I mean by hanking it. Alright. Here's everything together. Now, as you can see, one of these is longer than the other one. I don't think it really matters. I've done it this way a few times. It's just one of those things. Sometimes I do the same thing, sometimes I can't. So I'm going to keep it up here. And I've seen other people do this before, but they do it down here. I've done it like this, but quite honestly, I find it easier if I do it up here. When you go to hang this. So I'll just go ahead and move them up here. You want this down the back of your hand. Now let me not stand on it. Kind of a pain in the butt when you stand on it. Like that. I've seen people do it like this. I've seen people do the Spock thing and do it like this. I've also seen it do it like this, and that's how I do it. So keeping everything back in the back of your hand. That's going to be, we're going to figure 80. Thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky, with everything still back there. Thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. As you get there, you'll be able to do this. Thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. And that's basically how you figure 8. I'll slow down though. Let me see where I'm at. There we go. Now another thing, you don't want it so tight around your hand, because you gotta be able to take off your hand. I messed up with that before. I had it so tight around my hand, I had to undo everything. So be careful when you're getting it around your hand. As you can see, it's like this. Thumb, pinky, thumb, pinky. Let me see where I'm at. I did a little too much, so we're gonna loosen it. All right, I'm 5'11", so from my chest to the ground is where I got it. You want that much, depending on who you are. I'm gonna take my thumb, stick it back there, take it off my dang pinky and my thumb. Keep it like this, starting from this end, not this end, but this end. Start wrapping, just like this. Try to keep you on the phone, like they'll drag me in just a little closer. Now this part don't necessarily have to be perfect. So I've had those crossover before. I'm just doing it like that because, well, we're on YouTube. And if you feel like you got too much line, you can slide, as you probably just saw me do. Just like that. And you don't want these so tight here that you can't get these out. I've had that one happen. Let me wrap this a few more times. We'll call that good. I'm going to take my finger. We're going to make a half hitch. Oops. I'm going to try to do it anyways. There we go. Pull that line through. Now I usually keep a little bit extra. Now as you notice, I'm going to go ahead and slide this a little bit more. Not that big of a deal. I try to keep it more in the middle, and I kind of didn't get there, but that's all right. It don't have to be completely perfect. What we're going to do now is we're going to wrap it again. We got a half hitch here. When we go to half hitch it again, it's going to make a clove hitch. Just like that. And there you go. That's how you do it. You can throw it around, throw it on the ground, and they'll get tangled up on you. You'll have this part. Just like I showed you, you can just, there you go, that's how that works. I'm going to end this video. This is Scott with This Traveling. You guys know what to do. Hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Of course, do drop me a comment. I do appreciate the comments. We're all learning off each other. Well, folks, I appreciate y'all watching. I got to get out of here.